Oh, now we have a lot of different subgroups in our coalition, and one of them, and in my view at least, one of the most powerful ones is our Youth Advisory Council. It's essentially a group of students who come together from all around Maryland, from all the counties in Maryland. We come together and we talk about issues that we all share, how we can target those issues, resolve them, things that we can do to influence legislators, or projects that we can share with each other to spread them throughout Maryland. It's kind of like a think tank of student supporters for education, if you can think of it that way. But our mission is to serve the coalition's working groups and provide insight to support the missions of the coalition. That's essentially what we do. We have students from 13 counties in Maryland, which is quite a large reach. And some projects that we've done, and as you can see on the slides, are the 9/11 Day of Service, survey on civics in relation to mental health, and I'll talk more about that on the end of this presentation, and some other stuff that's to come. Now, this is our segment where we get to introduce to you some student speakers, which is very exciting. First up, we have Kinsley Potts. She's from Maryvale Preparatory School in Baltimore County. She's a member of the Youth Advisory Council, a teen leader, and the creator of Art from the Heart. She'll now share you how she's active in her community and uses her platform to get others involved. Kinsley, if we can have you speak now.
Thank you, Alex. Hi, my name is Kinsley Potts. I'm a part of the Youth Advisory Council, a Y team leader, and the creator of Art from the Heart. Like Alex said, I use my platform to highlight different organizations in my community, whether it's online or in person. My mission is to get as many people as I can active and involved in their community. At every free workshop that I host, it is tied to a service opportunity. For example, I've partnered with the Maryland Food Bank to collect food donations, and also with the Baltimore Humane Society to collect pet supplies and food donations. These are just two of the organizations that I volunteer with. I encourage you to use your platform to bring awareness to a cause that is important to you, because this will not only get others excited about service work and want to get involved like you. As many of you know, April is Earth Month. I have a upcoming event for Earth Day where I will be having a park cleanup. The theme for this year, which is amazing, is invest in our planet. We should not only do that, but also invest in our community. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Kinsley. I know that you've been doing a lot of work with your organization, and it's truly made an impact in our community. So thank you again, and thank you for having the opportunity or taking the time to present for us today.
Thank you.
Now, next up, we have Ren, who is from North Hagerstown High School in Washington County. Ren's fundraising completed with the Sexuality and Gender Alliance Club at North High School, and we'll have a moment to talk about that. So Ren, if you can come on up.
Hi, everybody. As Alex said, I'm Ren. I am the current president of North Hagerstown High School Sexuality and Gender Alliance Club, or as we call ourselves, SAGA. And we've done a lot of work with our school and our community to try to really make it a safer place for the LGBTQ plus community. It's especially important. This year, the ACLU is currently tracking over 450 bills that specifically target LGBTQ plus rights. So we have raised money for organizations such as Trans Lifeline, which is a suicide hotline specifically for gender nonconforming and transgender people, but anyone can use it if they need help. And GLISTEN, which is a national education network. And we've done these in conjunction with Days of Activism. In November, it's the annual Transgender Day of Remembrance, to remember those who have been, whose lives have been lost due to their either true gender or perceived transgenderness by others. And then in April, we do a day of silence to bring awareness through our in kind of a roundabout way to bring awareness to how important our voices are. And coming up, we are actually shifting into the mental health realm with Washington County's Mental Health Matters. We're participating in that this year. So that's everything we've been up to lately. Thank you for this opportunity to talk, Alex.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ren. It looks like many others here, you've done some amazing work with helping students and your general community alike. I know from my time in the Maryland Senate that I've got to see some bills on this subject pass, which is really exciting. Hopefully we get to advance this area more in the future, and I'm looking forward to it. So thank you again. Next up, we have Indu, who is from Glen Burnie High School in Anne Arundel County, my county.
Yeah.
Indu will be discussing our regional wide service project and the work she's done so far with it.
Hi everyone, my name is Indu Badala. I'm also here with my amazing partner, Alicia. Alicia, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Alicia Kim and I'm a senior at Arundel, and I'm so excited to have this opportunity to share about this project with Indu.
Yeah, so we're part of the Student Service Learning Leadership Team, and we are a team composed of student leaders from across our county and school system. And we have a passion for service, and we work to spread service as far and wide as we can, and also develop impact projects or community service projects that try to address different issues. Alex, I did share a presentation with you. Is it possible for us to present it really quick, or?
Yes, let me see if I can pull that up. Give me 1 second.
Right,
But
thank you.
if you can keep talking in the meanwhile, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
Of course. So this time for our spring impact project, we are placing a focus on period poverty, specifically the lack of products for all individuals who experience menstrual cycle. So we are collaborating with two amazing organizations, one which is actually a global organization called Her Best Foot Forward, and they are based in Tanzania. And they work to employ women, developing different tools and techniques, but they also work to make sure that they're spreading menstrual education. So they developed something called cycle circles. And as soon as the presentation is up, I can show you how they look like. And they are an amazing educational tool for young girls to learn about the different periods within a menstrual cycle and just to learn just more health education, of course. So we were working with that organization along with Kid Changemakers to hold a countywide menstrual product drive to collect different supplies from all across the schools in different parts of the county. So we are so excited to talk to everyone we have accomplished. And throughout the project, we maintain an emphasis on three components. One is education, so making sure that our youth is educated on important topics of mental health, and that we are also making sure that we are educating about the inequalities and inequities that a lot of individuals are facing. Yeah, I can pull it up. Don't worry, I can definitely do it. Just give me 1 second. I have never shared my screen before on a Zoom platform, so okay. We are definitely used to Google Meets. Oh, it looks like I can't do slideshow either. That is weird. Let's just do that. So our project is called Go with the Flow, and this is our logo. This was actually designed by our team members, so it is very special to us. I will continue to the next slide. So as I was saying previously, we do have three main objectives. One is tackling the stigma and ignorance that is associated with menstrual health. So making sure that we are having progressive and educational campaigns to discuss what is menstrual health and hygiene, and also discussing the inequities faced by women around the world. And we also collaborate with different organizations to develop ways to make sure that we're like the cycle circles, making sure that we're having more discussions and topics about the different menstrual cycles, the phases. We Alicia can talk about the increasing accessibility part.
Yes, so our main goal with this project was to increase accessibility to menstrual products to all women, regardless of their background. So in order to distribute the period kit products that we've made, we are collaborating with a nonprofit called Kid Changemakers, which is run by two brothers in our service team, actually, Caleb and Josh. And they host drive-ins and drives all the time to provide people with necessities. And our distribution will be on April 29th in Severn, Maryland. And that is a day where we all come together, the service team, as well as other students who are interested in participating in this event, to help hand out these period product kits that we've made to people in need.
I also want to point out that these amazing bags, these were actually created by students working with an amazing group called Stitches for Kindness. So everything is student-led and student-created. Another really cool component we want to talk about is our legislative component, because I know we have a lot of advocates here. So we developed a letter writing campaign along with our drives and our cycle circles, is making sure that students who are participating are having the resources available for them to write their own letters to their legislators, advocating for more increased accessibility for menstrual products, not only in schools, but also in, you know, institutions like prisons or just in general, like our community, and making sure that we are fighting for accessibility and equity in health and medicine. These are some service and actions. So we had a wonderful team member. Her name's Linda. I think she's here today. So if Linda, you're here, definitely raise your hand for a little shout out. She created this wonderful infographic that, like I said before, highlighted the inequities faced by young girls and women around the world. Additionally, these are our students who across the county who collected these wonderful products, and students who are developing these bags. I told you guys about Stitches for Kindness. So these are some Arundel High School students. These are North County students who are developing cycle circles. And then these are Crofton High School students who are actually packing things up for distribution. So we definitely had so many students involved. We had this project, it touched so many hearts and hands, and, you know, we had that community engagement. And that's really what service is about. So it was a wonderful opportunity. And Alicia can talk about our impacts and some cool numbers.
Yes, so we want to thank all of the partners and schools who have helped us with this project. Due to the help of them, we have been able to create a huge impact. So so the number of menstrual products that we were able to collect through our multiple drives is over 1,360 and counting. And in our county, out of 13 high schools, 9 have participated, which is awesome. And the cycle bracelets that Indu mentioned earlier, we have made over 350 bracelets and counting as well. So thank you once again to all of our partners and schools who have truly helped us to make this huge impact.
Wow, thank you so much, Alicia and Indu. I know that a lot of people at Crofton had fun when we had the project brought to us. It's truly some good work that you're doing, and I can't wait to see how much farther you guys can go.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for giving us this wonderful opportunity to share.
Yeah, of course. And thank you again for presenting. And then I'm not sure if Dhruv is here right now. So we'll move on to the next slide really fast. And next up, we have Lumina Zhang, who is from Winston Churchill High School in Montgomery County. Now, Lumina is going to talk about Piano Pals, which is one of the organization season. So take the stage.
Thanks so much. Hi, everyone. I'm Lumina Zong. I'm a sophomore at Winston Churchill High School. And currently I serve as the chief intern of the Tasty Foundation's Piano Pals program. And essentially for Piano Pals, we are a group of middle and high schoolers, and we go into basically schools that have a lot of economically disadvantaged communities. And we teach the kids piano there. And so it's a really great opportunity, and I've learned so much from it. But basically, I lead the group in teaching these kids. And what's really meaningful and special about Piano Pals is how close we are to each of the kids. We have so many different stories by working with each of the students and really learning and growing with them. So not only do we teach them these musical skills, we go through this book with like 10 units in them. And we have different like prizes for them. It's super cute. But we teach them these piano lessons, but we're also teaching them how to grow as a person, teaching them things like patience, how to be persistent even when there are challenges. And I think what's really important about Piano Pals is we are essentially a support system for these kids, because so often their life isn't very stable. Sometimes school and Piano Pals is the only stable part of their life. And so I find it very impressive that we're able to be that support system for them, to be for them every single week, be there for them, to teach them these lessons, to work with them, and to also focus a lot on relationship building, working with these kids to form connections. And so I would definitely recommend everyone here check out the Tasty Foundation. They have a lot of other programs too. I know that I do a lot of work with them as well with performing for senior citizens and hospitals, performing musically to share our like passion and love for music with everyone, because music is a great way to spread awareness on different issues and help people, especially vulnerable communities. But another experience I want to share is with another organization, Eco Moco. I co-founded Eco Moco last year. And I think what's really important about service is that it's applicable to so many different topics and issues. And so for Eco Moco, we focus on environmental advocacy. And so a few things that we've done is hosting trash pickups. We hosted a trash pickup at a Black Hill Regional Park. We also did recycled art tables and a lot of workshops. So that's just some of my experience.
Thank you so much, Lumina, for sharing that with us. And can I ask, how long have you been playing piano for?
I've been playing piano for 10 years.
10 years. Wow. I just started piano, so hopefully, I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to catch up, but probably maybe.
That's super cool.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. Next up, we have Shusti, who is from Richard Montgomery High School in Montgomery County. As the founder of Rise and Shine Foundation, Shusti is here to target food insecurity and help stop hunger in our local communities.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for having me today. As you mentioned, my name is Shruti Amula, and I'm a junior at Richard Montgomery High School in Montgomery County. According to the Maryland State Department of Environment, 900,000 tons of food waste is generated each year. And at 17%, food waste is the largest category of landfill waste. Also, 800,000 Marylanders face food insecurity, and more needs to be done to provide for them. So instead of food waste going into landfills and contributing to our negative environmental footprint, it can instead be used to solve hunger in our community or be turned into compost. So in 2019, I founded Rise and Shine Foundation, a student-led nonprofit organization with the main goal to reduce food waste in our community through both composting and food recovery. Our organization runs composting in 9 schools now and food recovery in 40 schools across our county. We launched the first composting program in Upcounty MCPS in 2018, and its success has served as a model for other schools and legislators who created SB 124 and HB 150 based off of this model, and they give funding for schools who want to start composting across Maryland. We also launched the first food recovery program in all of MCPS just last July, and since then, as I mentioned, we've been able to spread it to 40 schools. So we're hopeful that we're going to be able to have it in all schools by next school year, which is very exciting. We also recover food from businesses because they often throw out the food before it actually goes bad. And instead, we donate it to food insecure members of our community through either food pantries or homeless shelters. Overall, our composting and food recovery programs and the advocacy we've done has had community-wide ripple effects that extend from each school to the communities around them. We've also seen that students in these schools are building new green habits that will last for them their entire life. And they've even told me that they took inspiration from the programs we run at their schools, and they've begun composting at home and have been more aware of their food waste. In addition to this, another one of our main goals is to urge more students to get involved in their own community about issues that are important to them personally. My organization has worked with amazing volunteers across our county, and we've given out around 1,000 SSL hours to these amazing volunteers. All in all, while our efforts have led to state aid, more needs to be done to create lasting change. So I urge you to get involved with whatever issues are important to you and get involved with your community. Thank you so much.
Thank you again, and congratulations on how far you've come. If I can ask you, what kind of piqued your interest in this?
I started it in 7th grade, and it was just as like a science project, but I feel like the reason why I've been able to take it this far and the reason why I'm so passionate about it is just because like I feel like everyone knows that they shouldn't waste food, but they never really think about the environmental impact it has and like the food that they don't want to eat that can be giving it to other people that actually really need the food. So I feel like a lot of people in our community don't know about that, and I want to spread the word about that and make more people aware of it.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for presenting today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Alex, and all of our young people. Some were members and some were not members, and all are invited to join the Youth Advisory Council for the Maryland Civic Education Coalition. At this time, we have
I'm going to give one more little spiel and then I'll let you continue, Jeannie.
quick.
Okay. So I did want to mention how we are performing a kind of mental health survey. This is sponsored by the Youth Advisory Council, and we have been working on it for quite some time now. Anissa, who was supposed to be the host today, but she is unfortunately sick right now. She's been really involved with this, so I wanted to give her a shout out. But these are kind of the things we do as a Youth Advisory Council. It's a really powerful way to get your students, your community members, children, etc., involved in your community. And it's a wonderful community building exercise. So if you know anyone, any student, anyone who is young and passionate about service, civics, or anything like that, please send them our way. We'd be happy to introduce them to everyone. And I think Jeannie has a link that you can sign up to, or it should be on the website if I'm correct. Yep, and it's on the website. So if you can send that to anyone you know, and they can join the Youth Advisory Council, and it's a great way to reach out to everyone and to engage our students. Thank you to all our speakers, and I'd like to give the floor back to Jeannie now.
Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, our second session of roundtables is going to begin in just a few moments. There are two topics: civics across the curriculum and connecting service today to service tomorrow, which relates to the new Service Here initiative that the legislature recently passed. So we invite you to join one of the other Zoom rooms and join in conversation just like we did earlier. So the Zoom links are in the chat, or you can go to the website, and on the website, go to the summit program, and all of the links are in with the descriptions. Or you can go back to your email that you started out with today that got you to the first session. So the email has all of the links for the roundtables as well. So we hope to see you in one of the conversations shortly. Thanks again, Alex, and all of our brilliant young people, including my kid, Ren.